Hello everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, good evening all.
Yeah,
Good evening all. Shall we start our class?
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Log into account, AWS account. So compared to all other tools, Ansible is comparatively bigger one. Remaining these also big tools, Git, Docker, Ansible, but Ansible is comparatively bigger compared to other tools.
And
So,
next tool takes
next
time.
Next tool that we are going to discuss is Jenkins.
Okay, and it takes less time, sir?
Comparatively smaller tool, but in project, Jenkins is going to play a major role.
Okay.
In project. And Maven, these are pretty small tools. Maven, monitoring tools like CloudWatch and all, they are pretty small.
Yes, NGOX.
Yeah. Those are pretty small tools.
Yes.
These are major tools. That's the reason we are spending good amount of time. And in interviews also, you can expect more questions from these tools. And Ansible is the core DevOps tool, the core main DevOps tool.
And in that playbook is very important.
Yeah, playbooks are important. Change color. This is my node 1. And let's log into node 2 as well. So let me rename these tabs. One is server. This is node 1. This is node 2. Node 1 and node 2. So, minus hyphen and Saidemy. Okay. Fine. So if you do ls, you can see what are playbooks that we have created. What I'll do after completion of Ansible class, anyways, I'll be sharing Ansible document that FAQs format that so far I've been sending right for other tools. In the same manner, I'll share Ansible related things also. And I'll be sharing one more PDF which contains this entire code, whatever I have written so far. Okay, each playbook code. Okay, that entire code I'll be pasting in one PDF document that I'm going to share with you so that you can see that code, you can practice. Okay. Yeah. So today we are going to talk about Ansible Rules. Ansible Rules. This is an important topic, guys. But it doesn't mean that every company is using now. Okay, every company is not using this one. It's not mandatory that you have to use. It's kind of optional. Okay, let me tell you first of all what is roles. Then you'll understand whether to use it or not. That is up to you. See, this is my playbook. Okay. Now I'm going to mention target section. That's only one line. That's what host, target. Host, either all or either you can give keyword all or group name. That's only one small line. Coming to tasks. So you keep on adding so many tasks, right? If you keep on adding more and more tasks, and also you are adding, handlers. So if you keep on adding all those things in playbook at one particular moment of time, your playbook will become so big and it would be too difficult for you to manage playbook as one single file, correct? Okay, if it becomes too big, then it would be difficult for you to manage that playbook as single file, correct? It creates a lot of confusion, correct? What if a playbook is having, some 3 to 4 pages of code, one playbook? It would be a bit difficult, right, to read the playbook, to understand the playbook, correct? So to address that issue, what we are going to do, we are going to divide this playbook into a directory structure. I'm repeating it. We are going to divide this playbook into respective directory structure. That means what actually we do. See, we create one folder. Any name you can use. Let's give test. In that folder, we create subfolders. Okay. So for that, each folder will give names, like, this is tasks. This is files. These are the folder names, guys. Okay. This is handlers. You can see for each folder, I'm giving a name. Okay. Then in each folder, I'm going to create one file. In each folder. Now let's take here as of now variables. Variables. Okay. So these are files. This file name must be main. Main.variable must be main.variable. Okay, see, I created one folder called test folder. Inside subfolders like tests, vars, handlers. Inside every folder, I have created one playbook, main.variable. Okay. All tasks, whatever tasks are there, all tasks I'm going to add here. Each and every task. Any variables are there, those I'm going to add here. Any handlers, everything I'm going to add here. Okay. Then what I do, I create one more playbook. Okay, one more playbook. For example, demo. There's a playbook, demo.yml. It's a playbook. In this playbook, I'm going to mention only two sections. One is target section, hosts all is target, and the one is roles section. Roles. What is my role? Test is my role here. See, this name I have mentioned here. Okay, that's it. Simple. Now see, your main playbook is very small, short and sweet. What is your main playbook? Demo.yml. It's very short. In main playbook, I'm going to mention only two sections: target section, role section. What is my role? Test role. Okay. So if at all, if I want to add any tasks, I'm going to add those tasks here. Any variables, those I'm going to add here. Handlers, I'm going to add here. So that means I'm creating a separate file, YAML file, for each section. For task section, separate file, variable section, separate file, handler section, separate file. Those files I'm keeping in their respective folders. All those folders I'm going to keep in one role. What is the role? Test role. This is a role. That role name I'm going to mention in main playbook. So when I run this main playbook, automatically all these things will be executed. Like that, you can have one more role. See, right now I have created test role. If you create one more role, okay, you can mention one more role. So test one more role, test two, one more role. All roles will be called one by one. So that is how you can able to do it. Okay, your main playbook contains always two sections, tasks and roles. Okay. So what is the advantage that we are getting? If at all you want to add any tasks, you add only in this file. So it would be easier for you to get these tasks in one file, correct? Whereas in one file, you are segregating things properly. Like if you have hundreds of movies, you segregate Bollywood, Hollywood, like in that Bollywood also separate segregation, like action movies, thriller, like, right? So that it would be easy for you to pick any particular movie, right? The same thing which I'm doing here. Roles means what? Dividing playbook into respective directory structure. That is what we call roles. Okay. So why companies are, not every company, few are following, few are not following. Why they are not following? Because if you understand this is easy. But if you don't understand this directory structure, it is a bit difficult. Here, we are not writing any code. We are not learning any code. It's just you should know focus is on directory structure, how to divide this playbook into respective directory structure. Okay, if you understand this directory structure, it is easy. If you don't understand, it's a difficult. Got it? So that is how it is going to work. So guys, you understood theoretically? Everyone, please respond.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what we'll do now, let's get into practicals. Let's do it practically, then you will understand. Okay. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll give proper names, guys, instead of taking these random funny names. Yeah, here, this is a role, right? For this, I'm going to give one name called, okay, let's take Apache. We'll install web package, okay? So for this, I'll give name called setup Apache role. Okay. For this role, I'll give this one, setup Apache. Okay. Then coming to our main playbook, you can give any name. Yeah, let me give this name. Setup Apache let me side.waml. These are playbook. Setup Apache side.waml is a playbook. Setup Apache role is a role. It's a role, a big folder. Okay, that's it. So here what we do, in Webpack, we don't have any variables, right? Here we create one folder called files. I'll tell you what actually we are doing. Okay. And that role, what is our role name? That role is setup Apache. Okay, that's what we are going to do. So fine, guys, let's do it now. Let's read. First, we are going to create this role. Okay, we are going to create this role. To create role in Ansible, we have proper command is there. That command name is, okay, we'll do one thing. We'll keep everything in one, just for easy understanding. We keep everything in one folder. Okay. We keep everything in one folder. That folder I'll give as playbooks. Or else, that's okay. Not required. Not required. Just leave it. They need not to be in one folder. Actually, not required. Let me. Why? Because anyway, see, you are connecting. This is what connection. See, this role name you are mentioning, that role you are keeping in the same location. This playbook and this role must be in the same location, equal. That's what. Okay. So here, let me create one role. If you want to create a role, command is Ansible -galaxy. Ansible -galaxy. Init means initialization. Initializing. What is the role name? Setup Apache role. Okay, setup Apache role. Enter. That's it. You can see a role setup Apache role was created successfully. Okay, that means we have created this particular role. So when you create this role, this entire folder, file structure, everything will be created automatically. If you want, I'll show you. Let me install tree. Tree is there. Install tree -5. Okay, tree is there. Now tree setup here. Tree setup Apache role. Enter. You can see these are folders. Default see one folder. File see the folder. Handler see the folder. Task is a folder. Inside every folder we have, you can see respective playbooks. Correct. Like many vars is the folder. Okay, as of now, we don't need all these things. Let me delete all unnecessary things. rm-rf. Let me go inside this one. Okay, here, rm-rf. We don't need all these things because we are not going to use all these things. Defaults we are not going to use. Meta we are not going to use. And readme dot file is not at all required. Readme. And tasks we use, templates not required. It's also not required. Vars as of now not required. Now type tree. See, we kept 3 folders: files folder, handlers folder, tasks folder. So inside files folder, you don't find any file, correct? Okay, there is no file. Okay, now it is clear. You can see we have 3 folders: files folder, handlers, tasks. 3 folders are there. In tasks and handlers, we have main.variable, correct? In tasks and handlers, we have main.variable. Yeah, fine. Now, what we'll do? Let me go inside tasks main.variable. Let me put all tasks. See here, all tasks I'm going to mention. Sorry, all tasks I'm going to mention in this main.variable, which is inside tasks folder. So let's read vi main.variable. Sorry, vi tasks inside main.variable. Correct. Okay. Inside. Okay. See, already this setup is there. Just we need to add tasks. Okay, I need to add tasks. So let me add some tasks. That's okay. These you can remove. Yeah, let me add only tasks here. Only tasks. Okay. Install HTTPD. Okay. These are display name. Then I'm using a module. The name of the module. I mean, name is the package name is HTTPD state. state install. When, see, I'm giving when condition. When Ansible _ OS _ family will equal to Red Hat. Okay. This is a when condition. Fine. Now what I'll give you handlers also. See here, notify. Okay. Start HTTPD service. This is one task. Let me put one more task. This is in Red Hat. Now, this is in, see, install HTTPD. Here Apache 2. This is for Ubuntu. Apache 2. So here, which module we use? App2 module. Name of package is Apache 2. State not installed. It must be present. Okay, present. That already you know. Here family is Debian. Debian. Then here start which service? Apache 2. Let me write entire playbook, then I will explain everything clearly once. Okay. Don't worry as of now. Let me write the playbook. Then I'm going to mention one more task. That is name. Name. Copy index.html. I'm going to copy one file. So further we use copy module that you know already. Okay. Source src. Where is my source? That is under /show /Ansible. In that we have a file called index.html. I'll tell you, I'll show you, don't worry. And a destination where I would like to copy, I'd like to copy under where www.html. Okay. Then mode, the file permission, mode. I would like to give full, just read right. Okay, permissions. Fine. So I kept 3 tasks. Don't worry. First, let me write, then I will explain what actually I have written. Let me come out. So here I have written 3 tasks. I kept total 3 tasks. One is HTTPD installing. Second one is Apache 2. HTTPD if my nodes are Red Hat. Apache 2 if my nodes are Debian. Then copying index.html file. I kept 3 tasks. Okay. Then coming to handlers. So respect to services, I need to mention here. I'm installing package. Respect to services, I need to start. I have to start HTTPD service. I have to start Apache service. So that's what handlers, right? Correct. Those I'm going to mention under handler section. So let's read. VI handlers main.window. Okay. So here, let me mention handlers. Okay. The first one. Okay. Hyphen name start HTTPD service. Then the module name is service and and name of the service name is HTTPD. Okay. Then state started. Coming to one more. So here start Apache 2 service. sorry, package service name is Apache 2 straight equal to started. Okay, fine. Now, whatever files that you want to copy, if you want to copy any file to notes, that file should be kept in this folder, files folder. So here I have mentioned service. HTTP service. Then here Apache 2 service. Okay. Then whatever index file which you are copying, right? That file should be kept here, should be copied in that files folder. That's how they created. If you want to copy any file to nodes, okay, through roles, that file name, the file you have to keep in files folder. So let me copy CP. One step back. If I go one step back, there we have a file called index.html file, correct? Yeah, here you can see index. Already in previous class we created, right? That file I would like to, okay, copy in my current folder in that files folder. Okay, see, I'm going one step back. If I go one step back, there's a file that I'm copying in files folder. Okay. Now type 3. Observe carefully. Whatever file that we create, index file in previous classes, they kept in files folder. All handlers I kept in this file. All tasks I kept in this file. Let me show you how we kept. Cat handlers. You can see. Then cat tasks. Observe carefully here. This is one task, installing HTTP. So this is start HTTP service. This name should match with this name. So once it is over, then respective service will be started. Okay. This is installing Apache 2 in Debian. See, start Apache. This name matches with this one. That's what. Notify, handler and notify. That already we covered. Then I'm copying a file. So source, that is actual my file is there only. /home/ there only. That I would like to copy inside .html folder in all nodes. But the prerequisite is the file should be placed in this location. That's a kind of prerequisite. This folder. That's it. This structure is ready. Oh wait, don't get confused. You need to go through. If you go through 2 to 3 hours, then things will be clear. Now this setup is ready. This setup is ready. Now we need to get ready with this setup. Yeah, let me create one playbook. In an equal level, both this folder, roles folder and playbook should be in the same level. Come back one step. See, these are roles folder. In the same location, you create a playbook. So create a playbook. You can give any playbook. Okay. VI, as per our diagram, setup -Apache -site.variable. Now this is my main playbook, right? Then you give triple hyphen, then hyphen. Here only 2 sections: target section and role section. Name, install Apache. Is Red Hat, HTTP, if it is Debian, Ubuntu. Then okay. Hosts, target section. These are target section, hosts, all. Then become true, or you can use yes, that's up to you. This target section, then one more section. What is that section? Roles, ROLES, role section. What is that role? role. Hyphen. What is the role name? Setup. Hyphen. Setup hyphen Apache hyphen role. That's it. That's what, see. Roles. Setup hyphen Apache hyphen role. That role name I have. That's it. Oh, done. Now, what actually happens now? When I run this playbook, automatically this will be called. Let me show you. So let me, if at all any package is there, let me uninstall. Sudo mremo -5. It also. If at all file is there, let me delete that file. rm-rf where www HTML in the index file is there. I'm removing that index file. Okay. Yeah, permission denied. Sudo. File has been removed. In previous class, we copied guys the file. Also. Okay. Now let me run this playbook. How to run this playbook? Ansible playbook. Yeah, Ansible playbook. What is the playbook name? Setup Apache side.yml. So I'm running this playbook. When I run this one, role will be executed. The role will be called, and inside role, whatever tasks are there, files, everything, handlers, everything will be executed. Let me show you. Enter. This is how it works. You can see. See here. First we gather fact, then from this role, it installed Apache HTTP. From this role, it tried to install, but it skipped because my nodes are not Debian. From this role, it copied that file, right? From this role, that's what, see, running handlers. All these things from tasks, these from handlers. So it started HTTP. Since it did not even touch this part, that's why it did not even touch respect to handler in handler section. So Debian one. It did not install Debian package, right? Apache 2. That's why I did not even touch. Correct? So now, so my nodes are web servers. How to verify? Take nodes public IP and paste over here. You should be able to see the web content. You can see whatever the content that we kept in that file. Index.html. So this is how it is going to work. You can see. Okay. That's all. See in my notes. Okay. Yeah, that is how roles work. That's okay. I do understand there could be a bit confusion, but just go through video again and again. Things will be clear. Simple. All tasks you are going to mention here. Whatever files you want to copy, those files you copy here. Whatever handlers you want to mention, all handlers you mention here. Okay. So you mention that role name here. Later on, you keep on ID number. If you want to add any task, you add here. The handlers here. So that, see, you are keeping separate folders for each section. So that's what segregating. Easy to pick, identify. So your main playbook will be always small and short. That is how roles work. Okay. Some are following, some are not following. That's why if you understand directory structure, it is very easy. If you don't understand, it's a bit difficult. But in interview, they might ask you, that's why just remember it. That's how it is going to work. Got it? Yeah. So this is all about Ansible. And don't think that Ansible is over. No, not yet. Because in project, it is going to play a major role. In project, we are going to connect. This is Jenkins. To Jenkins, we are going to, in project 2, we are going to connect Ansible. So from Jenkins, by here we create var file. That var file we are going to take to Ansible server. That we are going to deploy in all nodes. That inside Tomcat. Okay, that everything we are going to do it automatically. So in project also, Ansible is going to play a major role. And in project, I'm going to explain Ansible in a different way. That means the installation part is a bit different. I mean, anyways you can follow. I wanted to explain both ways. That's the reason. Okay. Yeah. So just to practice so that you'll understand. You'll understand. When I explain projects, that way you'll understand things easy.